They're trying to convince Shawn that he can win fights on the outside, and he did win this fight on the outside tonight. But I don't think that he'll ever win the fight on the outside with me, and he didn't win the outside according to Ray. I don't think that's his strong point. He should stick to his strong point, throw more punches on the inside, and just make it a rough, ugly fight.
That's what makes him effective. To when he's rough and tough on the side, pushing and shoving. When it's an ugly fight, he usually comes out victorious. This was ugly, but he didn't win this one.
Watching this fight together, there was one point that you two went back and forth about, arguing about, which was the knockdown or the slip in the 12th round.
It's a knockdown. He got hit. He went down.
Not according to Keith.
But there's no feet. Please come see my feet. Check it out. Slow motion. Their feet never got touched.
You need another camera angle.
No, never came in.
There was water on the foot go.
There's water.
Your right foot doesn't slide from behind you on a knockdown.
There's always water anyway.
Come on, Ray.
You don't slip if you don't get hit in the shoulder. If you don't get hit, you got hit in the shoulder. Doesn't say where you got hit. Again, I'm going to emphasize, doesn't say where you got to get hit. He got hit and he went down. That was a knockdown.
You got to watch the way he went down. There was water on the mat. We're out here in the studio. The referee saw the water. The way the right leg stood from underneath, you could see it. I saw it from a different camera angle. Not that angle, but there was another camera
His feet don't slip if you don't get hit.
I understand you're never going to agree on this one. Does Keith make a fair point in any case about Ugas and the fact that he had the fight there for the taking and he didn't finish it off?
Yeah, no, Ugas is going to look back and be disgusted with himself because all you do is keep coming out there in the jab. Keep pumping it because it looks good to the judges. Even if you ain't hitting with it, it looks good to the judges. So it looks like who's initiating the fight. Shawn was shucking and jiving, New Jersey Joe shuffle. And if this guy would have kept pushing it out there, but he didn't. But he walked Shawn down.
But then he wouldn't engage. He was walking him down.
Right, he's trying to set the traps for Shawn. He's trying to set the traps. And Shawn was,
He was a little too patient in my book. If it's the night of the championship, you've been waiting 9 years. Why are you still waiting?
That's right.
The moment is now. The moment is here. And you have the skills to pull this fight out. He felt confident the whole fight. We could see it in his emotions round by round. And, he left it hanging up. Like we say, you don't leave it up to the judges. He left it up to the judges, and he didn't get the decision he wanted tonight.
We are trying to get to speak to Shawn Porter. You just have to be seen by the doctor before that can happen. You were talking about the confidence that we could see in Ugas. At the final bell, he clearly thought he'd won that fight, and it looked as if Shawn thought he'd won that fight as well. Do you think that Shawn thought he'd lost that fight?
I think he did. He looked at him, he acknowledged. The other guy stood up, and Shawn acknowledged it.
What did you read into that?
Good fight. There's many small reasons why Shawn could have been in a head nod. I understand why people believe that, Shawn was kind of giving up and just saying, you won. But, Shawn, I know Shawn personally. He always feels like he won the fight. He thought he won the fight against me. He fights hard, he trains hard, and he's never going to submit before that final bell.
Let me just say one thing. Fighters know. You know when you lose and you know when you win. He thought he lost that fight, as far as I'm concerned. I think. Now, Shawn's going to be here next week or a couple weeks. We'll be arguing.
Tomorrow. He's going to be here tomorrow, right?
But
fortunately,
he's
you
not
won't
going to agree with anything I say, but that's okay. I agree. I understand that. That's after the fact. But he looked at him and he acknowledged him like he won the fight.
Shawn had said before this fight that he wanted to use this fight to make a statement to show that he is not champion by chance. What kind of a statement did he make tonight, and where does this put him in the rankings of the welterweights?
Well, I know from being a champion of the world today that all the writers and all the reporters are going to eat up this performance tonight. He is a well-deserved champion, but some people, like Ray and other reporters out there, may feel that he did not deserve to stay champion with that performance. I mean, it was a hard fight to score. Ugas was the aggressor. I don't like seeing Shawn fight on the outside. I like the inside work. He did give us some of that today, and he was effective with it. But it just is what it is. This is boxing. He is champion, and he's going to have to go back to the draw board and hopefully tighten it up and work on the inside.